Welcome back to another episode of Legacy Kings, where rich is temporary and legacy is forever. And it's brought to you by Crypto Millie. And,
SSJ.
and on today's episode, we're going to talk about what's currently going on today with the war with Ukraine and with Russia. And we just want to give our insight on how we see certain things that's going on in the financial sector, and then also what's going on globally as well too. So we just want to make sure that we giving y'all this fire content, this fire information, so y'all could be able to not be so fearful of the news, but be fruitful of the news. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. And from what we see so far with Putin sending over, the first round was what, 100,000, and then after that he had sent over additional 90,000 troops over to the border of Ukraine and everything like that. So now we're talking at least 200,000 like trained assassins that literally is on the border ready to invade Ukraine as we speak. But also the stock market has plummeted what, 10%, as well as crypto plummeting as well too. So we just want to make sure that we giving y'all valid points where y'all could be able to go do your research and to be able to see what we're talking about and from our point of lens. And I'll let you go ahead, let you go, SSJ.
Just touching on what you said. So right now, like you said, the stock market is down, crypto is down due to the fact of just a lot of uncertainty going on right now as far as, like you said, Russia going to Ukraine. The inflation numbers came out 7.5. You still got coronavirus going on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of uncertainty. People definitely don't like uncertainty when they're dealing, with, their wealth on the line, especially, the stock market or crypto, as far as a lot of the wealthiest people in the country, have their money in the stock market or, crypto. So the minute that, it gets uncertain that people not, knowing what's coming next out of the market or the economy, people start to pull money, just like we seen a few months ago with Jack Dorsey, Elon, Jeff Bezos. All them dudes was selling their shares because it's like they already knew that we was overinflated and that we was about to go down anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, basically, you just got to follow the money, man, and see what they doing and, know what's coming next.
And it's also due to quantitative easing as well too. So if you started to look at it like this, when we say quantitative easing, we just gonna break it down simplex for you. So pretty much, it's like you got a balloon and you keep continuing to blow into the balloon, and eventually, like, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger each and every single time that you blow into it. But eventually, if you blow too much into it, guess what happens? It pops. You know what I'm saying? So once it pops, and that's basically where we're on the brink of right now with what's going on with quantitative easing, with the war, with Russia, with Ukraine. So we just gotta be mindful of that. And then also, I just want to go back and touch bases upon the inflation, which was 7%. Then on top of it, with the cost of living at 6%. So it's a lot of variables that's out there that plays against us. But also, what another thing that plays against us is our soul. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you haven't mastered yourself yet, then you probably want to understand fully about what we're going over with you today. So if you have to go back and replay this recording right here, then just go back and replay this recording, because it work wonders for you. So the more that you recite and repeat and also re-listen to certain things in your walk of life through your podcasts like Legacy Kings, just like your other podcasts that's out there, or just you want to hear some just some good music. So this is that good music that we feed into y'all, and we want to make sure that we deliver. And that's my biggest thing, is just making sure that we deliver to y'all. So just back on top and everything like that. So we had the Putin, not Biden, Putin. Putin did a such thing called a PreTax War, and I would like to share my screen so I could be able to show y'all at home, the ones that's tuning in with us right now. Hey, Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you. So right here, I already got it pulled up. So basically, if you go to your Google and you type in pretext for war definition, and right here, we just gonna go ahead and break it down and let y'all see what it is, because most part when people say a terminology of the word, our frequency isn't quite there yet. So this is what I did. I went into Google and then I pulled it up, and it says right here what a pretext war means for military: any event or act used to justify a war. And that's what Putin is currently doing. And also right here, I highlighted. Okay, and it says any event of political occurrence that brings about or is used to validate a declaration of war. So I just want to make sure, like, when y'all hear certain terminology of words, that you absolutely get what we're saying over here. And plus, you could be able to type in on your Google as well too. And this is one of the killer points that America has done to Russia right now, because they're cutting off major pipelines and money, current cash flowing through their whole system. They're cutting all that off, and it's called Russian sovereign wealth. So it's a fund that was created in 2008 after the house market crash on July 30th of 2008. And property of what the Russian wealth fund is $191 billion, y'all. $191 billion. And the United States is not going. They're cutting off certain supplies and things of that nature that goes over to Russia, and their exports and things of that nature. And they're definitely hitting them hitting them hard with the banks. And this especially one right here, I think this was key right here, that I was able to find this and bring this up to y'all so I could be able to share this information. And I just love sharing this information to y'all, because like it doesn't only enlighten me as an individual, as a person, as an investor, as a dad, you know what I'm saying? Like it enhances my whole life, so I could be able to enhance your life as well too. Because the more that you do for others, the less that you have to do for yourself. And that's what it's about. We cannot be so selfish and always thinking about ourselves and things of that nature. So the more that you could be able to do for others, which either is finding a product or a service, so you could be able to help individuals out. Either you sell food, you be able to be able to set up marketing, or on top of that, it's just anything, like literally anything. You could be a stock, you could be a stock option person that trade, a trader. So it's just plenty of different opportunities. But I definitely want to say that. And then I'm gonna click to the crypto side real quick for one hot second, and I'm pulling up the fear and greed index for crypto. And currently right now as we speak, it's at 23, y'all. It's at 23. So anytime you start to see the numbers creep over here in the reddish slash orangish area right here, they're not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. All I'm doing is just kicking game like Jet Li. All right, back to the topic. So where you see where it says, see where the color is red and like the orange is red, all right here, this would be considered a buy right here. So like you see over here, right here, it says historical volumes. Now 23, it lines up 23. Yesterday it was at 25. Last week 52. So it was neutral. It's right here in the middle. It's right here in the middle. Last month it was at 12. So that's a string fear right there. That's a string fear right there. So when you pull up certain indicators, and then you could be able to convert back to your crypto and start buying certain individual tokens slash altcoins. So this is what it's about. And I'm not telling you what coins to buy or anything like that, but I will say what coins to be able to look into. You could be able to look into the Acon coin. You could be able to look in crypto.com. Oh, my bad. It's not crypto.com. It's called Chronos. So you could be able to look at Chronos. You could be able to look at Mana. You could be able to look at Sand. You obviously the Bitcoin, your Ethereum, it's Litecoin. It's plenty of coins that's out there, and it's plenty more coins that's coming on the ICO exchange right now as we speak, and they're dropping constantly. And that's why Biden had written documentation basically saying that he's sending out people to basically to inspect and to be able to do a lot of research upon cryptocurrency and how it works, how it moves. And the reason why cryptocurrency was built is due to the lack of due to the lack of not almost say lack of experience, but just the lacking that we see in our financial system industry as we speak and as we see right now in 2022. So this is huge right here. I just want to make sure that that I share that with you. And this is very, you know what I'm saying, powerful right here. And I allow SSJ to take it back. Oh, I didn't finish what I was gonna say. My bad. I apologize, y'all. But that's why crypto was created to be able to eliminate down like the transactions, the middleman, and on top of it, it gives you that power right back into your own hands that you never once had that power because due to the system and due to people basically ruling over the money sector, and that's upon the banks, the government, the president, and things of that nature. So yeah, man, it's just time to go ahead and tap all the way in because they gonna tell you to run away from crypto. Don't do crypto. Like we don't understand Bitcoin. What is a blockchain? Like what is a ledger? What is a nano ledger? Like it's just certain things that you have to be able to raise your frequency up, and that's why I'm here to be able to dish out as much as information as possible, so you could be able to enhance your life, or I mean, enhance that soil. But I'll let you take over right now, SSJ. But I wanted to show them that, and then yeah, I showed that right there, and then one more thing, real quick, SSJ, bro. Don't mean to take over the Legacy Keys show for a second, bro. Just let me take it over 1 second real quick. And I just want to show them Bitcoin. And after that, I'll let you go ahead and take it, SSJ. So load. So today it was at 37,000, and then it came, it came down to 35,000. But like I say, let's come over here to the 7-day real quick. It was at 43. You see 35. So you see that spread right there is 8,000. We go to a month, 3 months, 57,000. You see that 35,000 right here. You take that spread right there, 22,000. And we're gonna go to all real quick. And that's what you see, and that's what you get. And the chart don't look bad, and it's gonna keep just continually to grow, and it's gonna keep continuing to look nice, especially for the investors that already invested inside Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other altcoins. So I'll just go ahead and let you take over, SSJ.
You done screen recording?
Yeah, yup.
All right. I ain't gonna put no charts or nothing like that. So, as we just said, I mean, we could, tell y'all about Russia, pull up charts, and all that different stuff. But at the same time, people gotta make sure that they capitalize on the opportunity. So, as the last few years, everything was inflated. Stock market was going crazy. Everybody, wanted to get into the stock market, and they was buying bullshit companies, trying to make a quick dollar. Whereas now, this is the time where you see the good companies from the bad companies. So like person that got Apple or Microsoft, Amazon, big companies, they're not really tripping right now. but it's more so the people who was buying AMC, GameStop, all the different meme stocks and, penny stocks and shit like that. That shit all went, pretty much, I ain't gonna say it went to zero, but, lost all the gains that you potentially may have had. It's like I seen Kodak was down like 30 something dollars pre-market. And that was another meme stock that everybody was messing with. So this is definitely a time that, if you wasn't already in the market in the last few years, there's definitely a good opportunity to get in. Especially since we're in a correction period. But like I said, I just don't want people to miss the opportunity again due to the fact CNBC had an article that came out earlier in the month saying that Black spending power went up, I believe 1.6 trillion. It was like a record, 1.6 trillion. But at the same time, our net worth went down like 14%. So it's like we buying more liabilities than what we buying assets, which is, cars, clothes, and, everything else that, we buy that don't bring.
Look at me. Like, hey, that's what we do. We say, look at me. Look at me. Don't be to cuss you off, but that's what we do. We be like, look at me. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, SJ. Go ahead. Keep killing them, man. Keep dropping that fire on them. That's what we do at Legacy Kings.
Just it's like a competition, man. Like who can go broke the fastest. That's why we so behind as a people, man. Like I said, like it was a record 1.6 trillion in 2021, but the net worth went down 14%. So that means like you got no type of stocks, no crypto. And the sad thing is, like I was telling you, earlier, like when you go back and look during slavery, we accounted for 1% of the wealth in the country. 2022, we still account for 1% of the wealth in the country. So we ain't progress shit last 400 some years.
So you telling me over 400 plus years, right? We haven't grown. We haven't grew like a flower, a oak tree, like nothing, like grass, like nothing. Like it stayed at 1%.
Yeah, it's still at 1%, man. So basically, we stuck on stew.
That's like, and this is why we bring the numbers, the facts, and this information to y'all, because somewhere down the line, you have to get tired of being sick, tired of being sick and tired, because your situation can change overnight. And what I mean by overnight is you getting that paradigm shift that's coming in, and over a duration of time, you're looking at yourself and you're mastering yourself and you thinking for self and you doing for self, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad states and facts in the message to the Black man. And I really urge a lot of people to be able to go out and get that book, especially our young Black kings that's out here, because we have to be more in tune with ourselves, with self-love, because self-love is the reflection of all love. So we want to make sure that we giving that to our young brothers that's out here right now, man, the ones that's really locked in with Legacy Kings, the one that's locked in with Crypto Millie, the ones that locked in with SSJ. Like that's a great book to be able to get your mental right up top, because now it starts to shift and it starts to change certain things and how you look at and the perspective of life in general, but and on the financial tip as well too, because now you see that we're going into a war from Russia and Ukraine. But it's kind of crazy that they will go into war and they will destroy Detroit. Like they will kill each other, right? Before they give me and you the ability to really truly have freedom. Like think about that, y'all. Like I really want y'all to think about that. They will go to war before they give you freedom, before they give you that 40 acres and a mule. But that's why I talk about crypto so much, is because that's our reparations right there, is getting it inside crypto. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, right, is that I understand that no one job is to change your perspective on how you see life, and not only the spectrum change on how you see life, but just overall in general. Like their job is not to get you rich. Like your boss, you would, if you work in a 9 to 5, you would never be your boss neighbor whatsoever. Like literally, even like, yeah, like it's not happening whatsoever. And we really urging y'all to really tap all the way in and capitalize on what's going on right now in the market from crypto, from stocks. Because if you look at it, they both align and they coexist with each other. But what I'm saying is this right here is that you want to be able to get in on a good position, but not only just one good position, maybe two good positions, maybe three good positions. You don't need a lot, like Warren Buffett said, because now at that point, and now you want to be so diversified and things in that nature, like now you just shooting yourself in the foot. Because as Warren Buffett once stated and once said, there's not a lot of good businesses that's out here in the in general. So with that being said, I just want to make sure that obviously we know about Apple, obviously we know about Tesla, obviously we know about Ford and GM and things in that nature. So it's like certain stocks you could be able to look at, and especially when you're looking at that stock, you want to be able to pull up that 5-year chart. And that 5-year chart, it's not looking too good, it's going to reveal itself to you. So just pull up the chart, look at the 5-year mark, and once you look at that 5-year mark, you can be able to see if it's trajectory to go up, or if it's trajectory to trade sideways, or it's going to basically start trading downward. So yeah, like really, I'm really urging y'all to tap all the way in and really tap in with yourself, and to really not only tap in with yourself, but really believe in yourself. Because if no one says it today or ever in life, I'm gonna tell you right here today on Legacy Kings podcast, you are great, you are amazing, you are worthy of doing every and anything in this walk of life, because God Allah Himself created us so we could be able to walk this life. So come on, y'all, let's get this, let's get it.
And going back to what you said, especially like, you know, if somebody wants to get into the market, but they don't know what to buy, this is the perfect time, like you said. I mean, don't be trying to open up 20 positions, whereas you can just go buy the ETF and get, you know, all the positions that you're interested in one, you know, in one basket. So that's also a viable option as well. You know, just buy 3 or 4 ETFs. I mean, like I said, we ain't no financial advisors. You know, it's all, you know, for educational purposes, but at the same time, you say you ain't got to reinvent the wheel, man. Like if you don't know what company to buy, or you like a few different companies, just buy the whole market. Just buy S&P, buy the S&P 500. You know, just buy SPLG, SPYG, SPY, VOO. That's just for S&P 500. You can also buy what is it? QQQ for the Nasdaq. You love tech stocks. You don't know what tech stock you want to run with. You just buy QQQ. You want to buy Dow, you can buy
Semiconductor as well too.
Yeah, SMH. There's a lot of
Yup.
different ETFs. I mean, according to, even if you just like airplanes, you know, decide you want to invest in planes, you can buy jets. That's an ETF. So it's just, you know, it's marijuana ETFs. So I mean, even though, I mean, on my personal opinion, I wouldn't invest $1 in a weed stock right now, but yeah, you can still, I mean, like you said, whatever you're interested in, it's an ETF for it. So
Yup.
yeah, well.
And it's up to you. It's your choice. It's, you have your free will to do what you please to do, point blank period. And all we're doing is just providing a great product to y'all, which is the information. Because we go and behind the scenes and we're looking at research each and every single day, and going on with our regular life as well too, and coming back here to really feed it and really give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what it's about. Because I say to myself, I have already overachieved due to the simple fact of retrieving and receiving the information that I was able to retain and withhold right here. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, thank you God for that, for real. Because everyone is not everyone doesn't get it as quickly, or everyone doesn't get it point blank period. Because I remember on my journey or anything like that, and I remember I believe it was came from Gary Carnegie. and he said that they said that we were too dumb and ignorant to basically, you know what I'm saying, to have control over our own funds, our own money, and things of that nature. So if they really think that, why do they think that for? And why do we always consistently go along with everything that they tell us to do, like with getting a 401k, with getting dental insurance, and they're always signing us up to a whole bunch of things as soon as we enter the door, but we probably don't fully understand, but we say we do. But it's okay if you don't understand. It's a lot of people out here that don't understand. It's some things that I don't understand. So don't feel bad if you don't understand. You feel what I'm saying? That's the way of life, because life is always evolving around us, right? It's always growing. It's always evolving. Like we do as human beings, and that's what it's about. It's a tree of life.
Yeah, not only that, and this is why we stress on the show, not to put all your money into one asset class, because like you said, stocks and crypto are down. But if you were to fund, some money to a life insurance policy, you still make it. You know what I mean? Like you're still getting a hedge against the downside of the market. Whereas, like you said, you put money into stocks, crypto, and then you got a 401k, your whole portfolio is down right now.
And you
Whereas
don't control that
yeah,
401k.
you don't know nothing about it. Like you don't know what it's invested in. Uh, you don't know, pretty much the average person, even when I ask them, like, hey man, like how come you don't got a 401k? It's like, because I don't control it. Whereas with my IRA or my regular brokerage account, I decide, what I want to buy, when I want to sell it, et cetera, et cetera. I don't got to call nobody. I just press some buttons on my phone or my laptop. Whereas with the 401k people, you getting charged a monthly fee. You want to get some taxes taken out when you pull it out. You got to call somebody, and then they gonna decide whenever they sell it, or if they sell it, or whatever they want to put your money in. Whereas when you're doing it for self, you learn this stuff on your own. You don't gotta wait for nobody. You just make your own decision. So but like I was saying, I mean, this is definitely a good lesson for a lot of people who just have their money to one asset class. This is why you want to have your hand in a little bit of everything. Your stocks and crypto down. Life insurance is still a hedge against the inflation and, a bear market. Or you can also, have your money into real estate. This is when you want to have some rental properties, still bringing in cash flow. So this is why, we always stress, like, do not put your money into just one asset class. Like, even though I definitely believe in stocks, stocks is my favorite asset class, I still don't have all my money into one asset class. I still got, money into my IULs or, you know, things like that. So it's definitely something to take into consideration.
And definitely take this into consideration as well too, y'all, is that like SSJ stated before about following the money. Well, follow the money. Like, hey, go follow the money. But how do we follow money? Well, we follow money by doing this one thing. Go to your channel, go to CNBC, and literally watch and see where the money is basically flowing. And right now, as we speak, everybody know you can't every single time you turn on the TV, every single time you turn on your laptop, every single time you look at your phone, what do you see? Crypto. Crypto Millie here for y'all. Y'all know Crypto Millie here for y'all. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, to help y'all out and understand crypto, to understand the wealth transfer and that's happening right now. And they're transferring all their assets, not all their assets, but they're transferring their assets into crypto. Chris Carter, the wide receiver that used to play for Minnesota Vikings, he was one of the people that basically said that, hey, we're moving to crypto, but I cannot state or say what crypto there is. But I give you three real quick. I give you Bitcoin, Cardano, and three. VeChain, Polkadot, ILV. It's plenty of them that's out there. But like I say, I'm not no financial advisor. I'm not no fiduciary. I'm just kicking gang like Jet Li.
Yeah, man. I think I don't got nothing else to say, man. Anything else you want to?
Yeah, like it's like oh so much that I could talk about on this topic because this is where your children come in all at as well too. And you can not only you can set yourself up, but you can also set your children up for success as well too with opening up your UGMA account, your UTMA account as well too. So it's like you putting yourself in a win-win situation. Now you putting your children in a win-win situation as well
Also,
too.
you can open up your child a life insurance policy as well. So that's like, even like you said, like even my kids will only be 3 and 2. They already got their portfolio. They got their whole life. They got their, they got their crypto. They got their stocks. So even though they
Exactly.
crypto down at the moment, they still got their whole life policy to hedge against the inflation, and, hedge against the bear market. Like I said, when the stock market is down, they still getting a guaranteed rate of interest out of their, out of their life insurance policy. So it's just setting, like you said, you're setting yourself up, but not only setting yourself up, but setting your kids up. Because that's one thing we know, they're gonna grow up and they definitely gonna need money. So,
That's a
that
fact.
that'd be $1 million, but even if it's 10, 20, 50, $100,000, I mean, that's something that, they can apply towards a car, they can, start a business, buy a house, whatever they choose to do with it.
And we got to get this out of our heads as well too, and out of our language, and out of our tongue, and out of our mouth. Point blank. Period. What you need all that money for? Had you not seen the cost of inflation? Had you not seen the I said cost of inflation, the cost of living, the inflation, and then on top of that, like SSJ stated, and like you said, your children is gonna keep continuing to grow up. They're gonna get bigger. They're gonna eat more. They're gonna sleep more. They're gonna boo-boo a little bit, Bo. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get tissues and all that. So yeah, we just basically giving y'all a game so y'all could be able to um enhance the soil, because this is not going to just happen overnight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is not going to just happen overnight. It takes time. It's a journey, but it's a beautiful journey as well too, because once you dive in without the life jacket, like Nip said, like, you're gonna see it's either sink or swim. And I'm not sinking. We're gonna swim over here, because this one thing about legacy, this one thing about legacy kings is that we're over here, that this is our true calling. We are kings, we are queens out here. This is why we created this platform, so we could be able to build in legacy. Because people are not gonna understand what legacy means. People are not gonna understand what sacrifice means. People are not gonna know certain foreign language as you understand it, like assets and liability, because that's two simple words: assets and liabilities, right? But one thing about asset, a person can say a car is an asset, a house is an asset. But I ask you this one thing right here, right now. And like I said, I'm not no financial advisor, I'm not no fiduciary or anything like that. I'm just kicking game like Jet Li. But I ask you this: how can your house be an asset, and each and every single time, if something breaks down with inside that home, you have to cover that cost basis for that and still pay your mortgage? If SSJ, please correct me if I'm wrong, bro. Please correct me. Do you still have to pay your mortgage, and you still have to fix whatever was broke on that property?
Yeah.
Without getting any cash flow coming in, and the only cash flow that a man or woman may have is a job, and the median is 35,000. Even if you work all the overtime and everything like that, you may crack 50, 60,000. Come on, we talking $20 an hour here. Most people
Hey,
say $20 an hour you want.
I ain't gonna dig, too deep into it. That's something we could talk about in another episode. We could bring Trey on and debate about it with Trey. But that's my thing. Like, okay, yeah, you say, okay, yeah, you buy a house, et cetera, et cetera. But like you say, you should got to deal with the upkeep. Don't get me wrong, I do feel like a house is a good investment if you're not gonna put your money into stocks, crypto, et cetera, et cetera. It's definitely like a good first investment for you, but that's not my favorite asset class. So I'd rather put my money in, invest the difference of what I would be paying, as far as with maintenance and everything else. I'd rather put that into my stocks or life insurance policy. And then it's like, you always hear people say, oh, well, you don't own You just throwing money away when you rent. You don't own, your apartment or your condo or whatever you rent. But at the
Hmm.
same time, you don't own your house either. You're paying a mortgage.
Because the bank owned the note, right?
Yeah, and not only that, the first 15 years, you're not even paying the principal, you're paying the interest. So
Mm,
you're renting at the same time, and basically you renting, it just got a different name. Instead of rent, it's called a mortgage.
mm.
Never really truly own it because you're still paying property taxes. I ain't never heard of somebody, paying for a bottle of water and you still gotta go pay taxes on every quarter. Like if you truly own some shit, why I still gotta pay taxes on it?
Exactly. Exactly. And this is where the things come into evolve around a land patent, y'all. Yes, I said land patent. I'm gonna say it one more time because it's very viable for y'all to know a land patent. And that's where it was created and things of that nature, especially back in the day when they used to take our ideals and what we brought to the table, forth to the table, point blank, period. That's why they had to create certain documentation so they could be able to say that it was theirs. But
And
it's
this
okay though.
that I'm gonna say now, like I said, I'm gonna leave it alone. We could wait till like another episode and debate about it. But this is the other thing that like killed me, man. Like people be like, "Oh, I bought my house for 150,000." But it's like, motherfucker, you paid 3 or 4% interest over the course of 30 years. You're gonna pay probably double for that house over 30 years with 3 or 4% interest. So that 150,000 really is gonna be 250, 300,000 by the time you get done with it. So we paid about the same amount of money for me renting and you paying a mortgage. But people don't think for themselves and they just go with whatever they hear, whatever, I ain't gonna say a white man in a suit, but whatever somebody tell them that don't look like them and they feel like got more education than what they got, then they feel like they
Mhm.
got to listen to it compared to, listening to somebody like me or you. But like I said, to each his own. I mean, I ain't got nothing against buying a house. It just ain't for me at the moment. But like I said, everybody, they got their own life to live. I just
Mhm.
know a lot of the billionaires, millionaires I'm following, they all tell me a house ain't really a true asset or a true investment. So I think I'm gonna keep following the million and billionaires compared to listening to people who ain't making 100,000. That's just me.
Hey, was that a mic drop? But whoa, you know what I'm saying? Was that a mic drop? But it's even more like crazier and insane because like we talk about this on like multiple occasions and times and everything like that, but this is really the true time where we really bring that sauce to the people, bro. Because this is legacy. Let them know, man. This that legacy kings. This is where you build legacy at. This is where rich is temporary, and this is where rich is temporary and legacy is forever. This is what it's about. This is what it's about. But we have to get off that 401k. We have to get off the way that we once was thinking. You know what I'm saying? We have to get off that trend of thought. We have to eliminate friends. We have to eliminate family. We have to eliminate certain things in our circle around our environment and things of that nature that was either like I don't want to say holding you down, but it could have been holding you down. It could be from a boyfriend relationship, a girlfriend relationship, like anything. You know what I'm saying? But once you get on a mission, a real mission, you gonna see exactly what we're talking about because no one in my family has ever done the things that me and SSJ is currently doing. Like this just ain't for me. This is a legacy. This is a legacy not only for me, but this is a legacy that I'm building for my ears, and that's building for my family. Because if I could be the one to come in and really hope and change my tribe in general, I'm gonna do that. But I know it's a lot of it's a lot of weight, it's a lot of work that comes with that, and I'm willing to do that so I can be able to help my family members out. That's what it's about. We cannot no longer be poor. We cannot no longer continue to say yes, 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 yes. I ain't no yes man. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you no, because I ain't no yes man. I'm gonna ask you why do we have to do certain things, or are these the protocols? Like why do we have to do these things? So you have to stand up not only for yourself, but you got to stand up for your tribe too. Big dog talk. You feel me? Come on, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, you want to go ahead and share anything else, or you want to
Yeah,
wait?
yeah. I'll share one more thing. And you could be able to follow me on Instagram, IG at crypto, CRYPTO _ Millie, MILLI 21.
All right, and I'm on Instagram and TikTok at the.SSJ_THE.SSJ_. And as always, we definitely appreciate you for listening and tuning in to the Legacy Kings podcast. Don't forget, definitely shoot over to the website, www.legacykings.net. We have our flashcards, we have merch. You can schedule a consultation with myself about stocks, or you can speak to Crypto Millie about obviously crypto. Like I said, we definitely got the flashcards. We have flashcards over stocks, crypto, real estate, life insurance. Right now, we currently have them at $15. Definitely go over to the website. We might have a special deal for you. You never know. So make sure definitely go over to the website, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please share to anybody, and that definitely could use this information as valuable information and help them get started on their investment journey and their financial literacy journey. I want to leave you guys with a quote by Robert Kiyosaki tonight. It goes, "Financial freedom is a mental, emotional, and educational process." So just let that sink in, and we'll catch you on the next episode.